I thought this was really cool when I learned it. Did you know the Mizbeach is all about avoda? Avoda means work, right? Did you know that the Kahanim would take the fire from the Mizbeach, from the altar, and use that to light the menorah? I was thinking, what do we learn from that? And I just want to recommend a book that changed my life in a really positive way. It's called The War of Art. You may be familiar with it. And if you're a creative type, it's high recommend. And by the way, it's the best kind of book because it's about that long, and each of the font is about that big. And there's a lot of white space on each page. So it's about, mathematically, the easiest book to read in the entire world. And what it's about is seeing a project through. And when you're involved in the creative realms, like there's something that he calls resistance. If you change out the word resistance in this book for the word Yetzer Hara, it will read like a classic Musar Sefer. I mean, it's really amazing in that way. Okay, what does he say? Most people who are involved in creativity, and again, I'm trying to explain why it is that we're taking the fire from the Mizbeach and we're using it to light the menorah. Okay, this is in a way that we can relate to it in our own lives. A lot of people wait for inspiration to come, right? And what his main premise in this book is that what's the difference between an amateur artist and a professional artist? Okay? An amateur artist waits for the inspiration to come. A professional sits down in a chair and he works until the inspiration comes. He doesn't get out of the chair until the inspiration comes. He forces the inspiration to come. And I can tell you that is a game changer. That's a $1 zillion thought right there. Because you can wait for the inspiration to come and it will never come. But if you sit down in the chair and you refuse to get up until you get an idea, you bring the inspiration down. And to me, that's the connection between the fact that we took the fire from the altar. The altar stands for avoda. It stands for effort and for work. And we would take that and we would light the menorah, which stands for inspiration. In other words, what created the light of inspiration? The light of effort, the light of work. Don't wait for the inspiration to come. Bring the inspiration. And you bring the inspiration by refusing to get out of that chair. You bring the inspiration by sitting in front of an open sefer, an open Torah book, and you're not going to get up until your alarm goes off of the amount of time that you set to learn, right? Or till you get through the amount of pages that you've set as your goal. And then it comes. And then it comes.